Just a reminder before today's programme that Doctor Who fans can check out other episodes of the Doctor Who Review, where we've looked at Series 12, including this one at Episode 3, Orphan 55. And now, here on AMTV, our reaction and review of the most recent televised episode, Episode 4 of Series 12, Nikola Tesla's Night of Terror.
Hi there guys, it's Adam Martyn here, and welcome back to another Doctor Who reaction and review. And this time we're covering episode 4 of series 12, Nikola Tesla's Night of Terror. So we're going into this episode, sort of like a few others, I didn't really know what to expect, and as usual, I've written down a string of notes on my phone. They're not in any particular order, they're just things that I want to talk about on the episode. So, what's my first point? The performance of Tesla, that's right, the actor whose name I'm not even going to begin to pronounce because I'll probably botch it, I'm sorry man, but his performance was the standout one of the episode. He played Tesla brilliantly, with a lot of depth, with a lot of range, a lot of character. I really loved his reaction when he stepped inside the TARDIS for the first time, and also instantly just knew how it worked and stuff. And seeing the Doctor and Nikola Tesla at the controls of the TARDIS, that's something that made me smile. So, good job on him, excellent performance, one of the best of the series so far. Probably second only to, second at the minute only to Sacha Dhawan as the Master. The Skithra, the villain of the piece. An interesting idea. I wanted to know a bit more about the culture, like I get as the Doctor established they're thieves, you know, they steal ships, they steal weapons, all that sort of stuff. But I wanted to know a bit more about the race, like where did they come from? What, have they always been like this? The foot soldiers were called little scorpions, and the leader, the queen of the Skithra, also is a familiar face from the Sarah Jane Adventures. I'll let you dig that one up, but I thought she put in a great performance. It was eerily reminiscent of the Rachnos from the Runaway Bride all the way back in 2006, if you remember that. I guess it's the similar sort of, spider, scorpion tendencies, and a lot of people that remember in the trailer did think the brief shot of the Skithra was a Rachnos, so there's that. But yeah, I found it a really enjoyable villain for the series. And especially the confrontation with the Doctor when the Queen Skithra left her ship. The particular comment that stood out to me was thinking about dead planets, when the Skithra says, "Have you seen a dead planet?" And instead of being instantly quick, Jodie as the Doctor just stops for just a brief moment, just to say far more dead planets than you could ever imagine. I thought that was a really cool reaction from her. I wanted them to build upon that a bit, maybe for her to announce who she really is to the Skithra. But for what it was, I really liked that comment in particular. Then you have the rivalry between Tesla and Edison. That was great. So I thought it was really nice how they integrated the rivalry and the actual history, because I'm a big history sort of guy. I like my history. It was one of my favourite subjects in school. So for a lot of people who probably didn't know about Nikola Tesla, which they play on, I think they play on that a bit too much. You know, they're going, oh yeah, Tesla, he's famous, like the car. They invented... what was it? I know that was the point, but I think they laboured on that a little bit too much. But the confrontations with him and Edison, who is the more well-known inventor, I thought that was really well played out, really well developed. Their little quips to each other was great. And I think by the end of the episode, you have an appreciation for them both. Obviously, you appreciate Tesla for his brilliant mind, his inventions. Edison less so, but on the business side, how he made it marketable. But this is really Tesla's episode, and he shines throughout it. But the dynamic between the two inventors is actually really well done. One negative, sadly, for me, some of the dialogue, I call it the be brilliant, save the world dialogue, is getting a little old even in this series. So, you know, when the historical figure's a bit down on the luck, so when Tesla's feeling a bit low, but Jodie says, nah mate, you can save the world, you're great, you know, it's just, it's tiresome a bit quickly. They could have found other ways around it, but that's only a minor point. The other thing is explaining the rest of Tesla's history at the end. So, you know, when Tesla leaves, or before he leaves, and the Doctor explains how he'll die penniless and his inventions never really get the true recognition, or he doesn't. I get it, again, it's history, and they did it last year with Rosa, we're explaining her history at the end, and they did it with the two ladies in the opener of this season, and I get it. I like the fact they're injecting real history into Doctor Who. It's very Hartnell-esque, actually, of the original days. I just think there's a better way to do it than the same, because literally all she does the same time, it's not her fault, it's the writing, just here's now a character biopic at the end of the episode. There you go, congratulations. And yes, other doctors have done this. I mean, I think it was mentioned in Vincent at the Doctor in Matt Smith's time about Vincent van Gogh. But really, I mean, there's more interesting ways to do it, I think. So keep injecting the historical characters by all means, but maybe just find new ways for them to have their life explained rather than let's get to the last 2 minutes of the episode and let's have Jodie, or whoever's playing the Doctor, rattle it all off. Another point I've got to make is, do the companions really do that much here? I feel this episode really led into the whole 3 companions might be a bit too much for many reasons. I mean, yes, they all do various things, like Yaz is the first one to travel to the Skithra ship, and Ryan and Graham like defend against the oncoming Scorpion stuff, but none of them really do much. That's my point. Like, there's lots for Jodie to do, and there's lots for Nikola Tesla to do. But I feel in these ones where it's especially like a guest historical figure, not all the time, but some of the times like this, when the historical figure takes up a lot of the episode's attention, and then the Doctor takes up the rest of it, there's not really much left for the companions to do. And there were some moments where I just felt like they were literally tagging along for the sake of it. They didn't have anything new to add to the conversation, and that's nothing against the performances of the 3 companions. That's more, again, the writing. But again, it's difficult in a 50-minute episode to not only navigate your main character being the Doctor, your guest character who needs a lot of attention, and the world around it, and then have time left with not 1, not 2, but 3 companions. So I hope they do have more to do, and I hope we actually get more companion-centric episodes as time goes on, because that was one aspect of New Who I really liked, how a lot of episodes were actually focused around the companion as such. So let's hope there's some more of that. From what I saw on my viewing, there was no link to the overall arc of the story, that being this thing that the Master left off with, you know, Gallifrey being destroyed and the Timeless Child thing. I mean, there is a small link, the whole Dead Planets thing, you could link that back to Gallifrey if you like. But in terms of reference like the Timeless Child or anything like that, excuse me, I'm yawning and burping at the same time, how rude. Yeah, I wanted maybe just one line or a tentative, a bigger link, because I think we've got to remember that this arc is in place. One great positive, again, is the music from Segan Akinola. I think I've picked up, it took me a while in Series 11, but I think I've picked up on what the 12th Doctor's theme music, the 12th Doctor, that's so bad, the 13th Doctor's theme music is, and it's a very ethereal theme, and I really like it. It's very mysterious, it's very space, if that makes sense, but I really like it. But his music throughout, as usual, is great, so please keep him on as composer. I really like it. The last main point I wrote was the Skithra Queen coming down to Earth, which I touched upon briefly, but I like that fact because, you know, by that point in the episode, you're nearing like the last 10 minutes, and I sort of thought, yeah, they're going to send the lightning, it's going to blow them up, done. And then you get the little surprise of the Skithra Queen's already come down to Earth, which is like, okay, cool. I did find it a bit disappointing how the Doctor merely just transport her back to the ship so they can carry out their plan anyway. It would have been cool to have seen them sort of end the battle or via a different means rather than just go back to what the plan was, because I think that could be a lot more interesting. But for what it was, I just like that little twist. But overall, those are the main points I had for Nikola Tesla's Night of Terror. I love the title, by the way. It took me a while to warm to it. I wasn't so sure, but I actually kind of like it. And it does play in the episode in some way, of course, if you keep your eyes open for it. Overall thoughts, it was really fun. You know, it's just one of those standard Who affairs. Good performances, especially from Tesla. Standout performance of the series so far, for me. Interesting villain. Wanted to know a bit more about them. Maybe they'll come back, who knows. But aside from that, yeah, I want a few more links to what's going on, this overall arc. Maybe the next episode will do that, which is Fugitive of the Jadoon. The Jadoon are returning. Some of the New Who classic monsters, if you like, are coming back. So, and we're going around Gloucestershire. So I'll be interested to see what the Jadoon are doing around Gloucestershire, but we'll see. But until that point, thank you very much for watching this reaction review to Doctor Who Series 12, Episode 4. If you, well, let me know your comments down below. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on the episode in question. Did you like it? Did you not like it so much? Are you looking forward to the rest of the series? Leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. We are on the road to 6K. At the time of this recording, we're about 100 subscribers away. Let's try and do it before the end of January. We've got about 10, 11 days to go. I know we can do it. But until the next one, I will see you guys next time.
Well, that does bring us to a close this evening on AMTV. We do hope you enjoyed the programme, and please do keep your eyes open for brand new content that will be coming to you soon. Until then, have a very good week, and we hope that you join us again soon. Good night.